I am installing the TUSK D-Flex Pro handguards today. Alright, I'm out here working on the bike, but let me take you up to the window here. Yeah, that's happening. Just started a little bit ago. Supposed to get a polar vortex tonight. It's going to freeze everything up, but... So, I'm going to stay in here and work on the handguards I started. So, I did a little bit of video on this earlier. So these things actually, they're TUSK D-Flex Pros, like I mentioned, or if I didn't mention, I don't know what I mentioned. That was a day ago. But I had to bend the bar just so slightly to get it to fit properly. I'm going to keep the bar ends on, and when I bent the bars, me being the caveman that I am, did not properly protect them when I bent them in the vise, and it made a bunch of marks and scuffs. So I went and got some paint to touch them back up. Yeah, we're good. Okay. To touch them back up, as you can tell, I haven't tightened these up. To make them look back to their natural aluminum color there, and I found a Krylon paint that matched pretty well. So I touched them up. Painted them, got them back to looking like they were supposed to. Now I'm going to button it back up and put everything back together. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so TUSK handguards are installed. Overall, I mean, I had to paint them just because I got them all marked up with the vise, but found a nice paint color matched almost exactly. It's a Krylon Glacier Gray, I think is what they call it. Looks exactly like the stock color, so all good there. Handguards are actually really sturdy, so happy with that. They're about 60, 70 bucks, something like that. They did require some modifications, so if you are going to install these on the KLR, you want to keep the bar ends, you probably need. I use the stock bolt that came, with the KLR. I was able to get plenty of thread in there and keep the bar end. I did have to put a washer inside the bar end to make it mount flush with the end of the handlebar or the end of the crash bar or handguard. And the biggest thing was really mainly getting them to bend a little bit. I had to bend this end out a little bit to get it to fit against these brackets. So it's not pain-free, but it wasn't that terrible either. So just know if you're going to put these on, you will have to do a little bit of bending, a little bit of persuading the metal to go ahead and fit. One other thing, I did have to rotate my brake lever up just a little bit to allow that banjo bolt to clear the handguard. So keep that in mind too. No big deal. It's two small bolts and it rotates up and just tighten it back down. So all good in the hood there. Everything's okay. Last thing I'll mention, and I'm sure everybody who's put handguards on a stock KLR knows this, but you can see it's going to hit the windshield. So that's a non-starter for me. I'm going to have to do something to get that raised up. I knew that was going to happen when I put them on. So I was looking at the handguards and windshield kind of as a 1-2 punch. What I'm probably going to do here, just to get the windshield up and out of the way, is I'm looking really hard at the KLR dash. I know a lot of people swear by the Madstad, but I like the dash. I like the extra space. I like the way it looks, and I'm convinced at my height I'm not going to get a smooth ride anyway, and I plan to take this thing off-road, so that's the plan. If you made it with me this far, thanks for watching, and if it's doing this at your house, I'm sorry. But hang in there, boys. Soon enough, spring will be here and we'll be riding again. Thanks for watching.
And that's all I have to say about that.